Hi, I'm Ron Miller. I'm a personal injury lawyer with Miller & Zoyce in Maryland. Today we're going to talk about spondylosis. Spondylosis is a very misunderstood condition, and it's very misunderstood how a spondylosis diagnosis impacts a motor vehicle accident claim. So let's start with exactly what spondylosis is. Spondylosis is degenerative changes in the discs in your spine. The discs in your spine between your vertebrae are like jelly donuts. And imagine a jelly donut with the jelly seeping out of it and the donut becoming more smushed over time. And that's what happens when you have spondylosis. Spondylosis was not caused by your automobile accident. Spondylosis is degenerative, which means it changes over time, not from a traumatic incident. So the question becomes, if spondylosis is in my diagnosis, I got an MRI, I got a CAT scan, and the diagnosis was spondylosis, as opposed to a herniated disc, can I still make a recovery if I'm in pain in the area where I have this spondylosis and it's impacting my life? And the answer to that question is it depends. If you've had no symptomatology and the motor vehicle accident is what triggered your pain and triggered your symptomatology, then you have a viable claim. And what you need in those cases is a doctor that says that, but for the accident, the patient would be in this condition. Now instead, because of the motor vehicle accident, the patient is in that condition. And that's how it's going to be decided. And often, in these cases where spondylosis is one of the critical diagnoses, you're going to find that the battle of the medical experts is critical. And getting the treating doctors on board to say that I believe to a reasonable degree of medical probability that it's more likely than not that the motor vehicle accident is what's causing these symptoms and these problems is going to be critical in the case. On the other hand, if the doctors say this patient had lots of symptoms, was already having problems, the gun was going to go off anyway and cause these problems, then you likely don't have a claim. The answer to whether or not you have a claim ultimately is going to lie in the medical records, both the medical records from the accident and after the accident, and the medical records of the patient before the accident.